Money mindset video. So in this video series I am going to talk a little bit about money mindset, which is an important concept that people need to learn about. As Robert Kiyosaki from the Rich Dad series said in one of his books, Rich Dad's Guide to Investing, is that what we've all heard the common fact that, or statement, that 1 in 10 businesses fail in the first 5 years. Robert Kiyosaki says that he believes that is down to a lack of experience and financial literacy and education, and which I completely agree. And Robert Kiyosaki then goes on to say that 9 out of 10 businesses that survive after the first 5 years fail in the next 5 years, and that's because they lose passion and they lose heart. And so this money mindset video here is something that I want to help and teach people, which is to understand the concept of money and have the right frame of mind about it. Because if you have the wrong mindset, you're going to chase money, leading to idolatry, which has negative consequences of pursuing money at all costs. Without focusing on money and completely ignoring it, you have no financial literacy, and you're going to have problems in the future. And think of it through this context here, that if you do not understand money and have no financial literacy, how can you be a good steward of your finances? The answer is you can't. So that is the purpose of these videos on money mindset. And in this video here, I want to talk about how your time invested is the most important asset that you have. Okay. No, sorry, I ignore that. I've recorded multiple videos, my brain's not focused anymore, I apologize. So this video is about how the amount of time you invest is key, because time is your most precious asset. Okay, so one of the problems that many people have is they pursue money at all costs. Especially people that don't have much, they focus on money over all things. And what money comes and goes. Money is a tool. Money is something that you steward. Money flows a lot. It comes to you, it goes out, it goes all around the world. Time is a finite asset. Time is something that you will never get back. The present moment is always, the future always becomes the present moment. And so I know that the future for me is going to be finishing recording this video and the next video. That no matter what will happen, finishing this video and finishing my next video will become the present, and that time is gone and will never come back. I know that the end of today, which is currently the future, will become my present, even though it feels far away. I know that the end of this year will become my present. I know that 10 years from now will become my present. And I know that the day when I take my last breath, whether it's I'm 100 years old or whether it's before that will become the present. There's no stopping Father Time. It will tick, it will pass, no matter what. Time is the most scarcest asset that you have. You need to remember that your time is ticking, and it's getting shorter and shorter, and you need to prioritize time as your most important asset, and always remember that. So most people get this wrong, and it's not, they don't do it deliberately, it's just a naturally people have a natural tendency to focus on what's urgent and not what's important. And so what's urgent is that you have several emails or several messages on WhatsApp that you need to reply to. Well, you don't need to reply to. You they've just popped up, and it's a quick to do, but you can do quickly and cross. But it's not exactly meaningful. What is meaningful and important would be quality time with your family. Quality time with your husband or wife, especially in family time, quality time with your kids. Because if you have young kids like I do, my second son is almost 9 months, and I just can't believe how fast that time's gone. So the future will become the present. Personally, I try to prioritize quality time with my kids as much as possible, because that focusing on that in the present is the most important thing that I can do. Because you'll get older and you will look back and regret these things. Look at it in terms of people that are on their deathbeds, or look at it in terms of older people. It would be a better example. That you take a person that's got millions in the bank, and that's 70, 80 years old with a whole bunch of health issues. Would they trade all of the wealth that they have to be 20 years old again? Absolutely, in a heartbeat. Pretty much every single one of them would. Maybe not everyone, but most people would. And take that as the lesson that the priority is time, not making money. And with that mindset, there's two things that you take from it. The first is that using your time in the present, the best use of using your time in the present is to focus on the things that are important, like your family time, for one. But also the best use of your time would be invested into learning and study and improving your skills and experience, because this over time is what compounds, and this over time is what allows you to make bigger financial and business decisions, which is going to increase your finances as a result of it. Without education and study and training over long periods of time and understanding things, you won't have the knowledge to invest in the right way, or to manage your money in the right way, or to operate your business in the right way. And the second thing to consider is that this is the way that business owners think and investors think, is that if time is your most precious asset, you should be thinking not in terms of trading your time for money. Like a lot of people that are trying to set businesses, they charge an hourly rate, or some people a minute rate, and all of this stuff. You're not trading your time for money. Instead, you should be trading money for time, which aligns directly with the LIGHT framework of transformative efficiency, because the goal would be that you build a system, and that system operates and generates a predictable result, whether it's lead generation or content or helping serving clients. And then you get someone and pay someone to manage it, so you can focus on something else that you consider more important. And that is the different mindset. You're not trading your time for money. Maybe you are if you've got to pay the bills, but you should be thinking of how do you get more time by spending the money that you have. And as a result, you're going to have more money that increases, because you're going to be building bigger business systems. You're going to use your time to learn and study and get more experience, so you can make bigger financial decisions and then command higher rates as well. Because the more experience and the better you are at getting results, the more fair exchange is in terms of value. And then just very quickly to finish it off and to tie things into LIGHT, is that at the start of the video I said that this is what Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad and his Rich Dad series, says, is that 1 in 10 businesses fail in the first 5 years because of lack of experience in financial literacy. These money mindset videos is hopefully trying to give you a better financial literacy, so you can have a better mindset on money, so you can become a better steward of your finances for Kingdom Impact. But Robert also goes on to say that 1 in 10 established businesses that survive the first 5 years then fail because they lose heart and passion. And I know several businesses like that. Their business becomes a job, and over time they grow to hate it, and then they stop because they lose the heart and passion. Well, the light framework that I talk about in the other videos is what allows you to find joy and passion for you to love your business. So the money videos is just to increase your financial literacy so you can steward your resources in the best way possible, your finances in the best way possible, and have a basic financial literacy. And the light framework and the goal setting for established businesses is how you maintain the joy and passion in your business over long periods of time with the goal of building something that outlasts you. Okay, and that's all for this video. As I said earlier, the future time of me finishing that video will become the present, which is something to think about in terms of your finite time on this earth. That's all. See you next time.